is you say
That's our officers.
that's not us. That's not our officers.
Y'all are now live.
Huh?
Y'all are now live.
Okay, then he said he probably also read it. Probably saying, yeah, that's Harris County of the HPD. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to the Morning Wild Card. I have myself, Fred, and my beautiful wife, Rose Mitchell, and we're gonna be talking about some current issues. What's going on? So, how you doing this morning? We stay in the same house.
I'm great.
You know, it's funny though. Even though you stay in the same house with somebody, I can be doing totally two different things.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll be like, I said, baby, did you? She's like, I'm not one.
Y'all be texting each other from the other room.
She better not never do that. Sometimes, no, when I be outside, nah, shit, man, please don't. Look, no, sometimes when I be in the truck, she texts me, but like, so I said, nah. She better not, man. She better call me and get up off her ass. I be yelling in the house. Hey,
He sure do.
hey, come here. See, look, see. I want people to be aware because you know you have some people say that they don't watch the news, and it's, like some of the news is fake, but sometimes the news is there to inform you about certain things that's going on.
Exactly.
So, what a lot of people not knowing, the governor of Texas is raising war between the two major cities, Dallas and Houston. They are calling the state troopers to come into high crime areas, and people not knowing about the state troopers. The state troopers is basically the highest police in the state. They something like the Texas Rangers, you feel me? So they had to lead. They had the corporal, whatever that dude is, the head state trooper guy. He was sitting there, and they got a lot of things that they doing to like stop us. Not me, but stop the people that's doing wrong things. And a lot of people, I got a lot of friends that be doing stuff on the other side. I'm just telling them that just like they say, stay dangerous. You got to stay smart too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's time to change because it's like the stuff that you used to do, you can't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you need to just have really. I'm just suggesting all my friends that doing something wrong. Hey, it's time to stop. Cause like now they about to give you basketball numbers, like you know what I'm saying. Kevin Durant, 35. This morning I woke up, you know what I'm saying. You had this dude with this big thick ass beard, like I'm talking about, like Daniel Boone beard, like the whole like. Phew. He said, yeah, crime we here. He said we here to stop crime, and they arrested over 123 people. And they said these are violent offenders. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they saying they want to make the community safe again. They want to, you know what I'm saying? I understand that they want to maintain order, but now they feel like when you start seeing more, like, and this is why I'm talking about it, this is why I'm talking about this certain issue, but because, like, for the past couple of years, they haven't had press conference with police talking about high crime area and what they do to suppress it.
Right.
So, like, if police officers are having press conferences talking about something, so that means it's a major problem and stuff start to get out of control. So to the people that I know, it's time to stop. Because I ain't gonna be screaming for you because they gonna come for you. They is coming for you. We also noticed there's been a high spike in crimes against women. It was a woman that went to she was in a store in New Bay. You can go find that store. Or you can go Google that. She went to the store because I don't want to quote the story wrong, but she went to the store to go buy some wine, and the dude walked into the store and offered to give her some to buy the wine. She said no, thank you, and she said she was being polite. We don't know what happened. Like I'm not gonna say that let's get this understood. She did not deserve what happened to her, but we don't know what happened in the store. But something happened to trigger these guys to do some immature shit, like try to disfigure her. And you know, it's like our community ain't our community no more. Cause no woman, no race, it don't matter if she black, white, Hispanic, whatever color. No woman deserves to be beat. No woman deserves to be attacked. So I really challenge the people that's in the surrounding area. Cause you think that was the only guys outside, bro? What about you think those was the only guys outside? But you see how cold it's gonna be? 51 degrees. You know what I'm saying? Those wasn't the only guys outside. Those wasn't the only guys outside. And people stand by and watch horrific things like that happen.
It's 46 right now.
For that, man. I'm about to wear some shorts. So like, and then they don't care. The girl say, man, it got to the point where it got so gruesome that the guy bit over top of her eye. So to me, they try to disfigure her. Damn. And she went into the store. This is what she's saying. She went into the store. She was in the store. She must have been a beautiful woman. She said she went in the store. She went to go try to get some wine. The dude offered to come up. The video showed the guy approach her. She tell him no. She go outside. As she leaving, they block her off. As they block her off, she, you know what I'm saying, I can't, that's why I tell you to look at the story. So when they blocked her off, they started saying, you think you better than us and everything else. She just said somebody struggled. So she ran across the street. They both jumped on her. They beat her up. They bit her in her eye. Like, they bit her. They tried to bite her eye out. But this is where I'm asking. This is where like, how can I can't even get it out. This is how, when we say that America, like not even America, the neighborhood people don't protect other people no more. Like, or people will see something, they so scared, or if it's not my business, they turn their back. See, one thing about it, I want my family to understand. I want my wife to understand too. It's like, if I would have saw something like that happen, I would have probably won, or I probably would have got the same treatment she got. But long she would have known that I was out there to try to help her.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I would have diverted something. I would have called something. Nobody called the police. But this is New York, though.
Yeah.
And people be talking about, I don't want to go visit. Like, one thing about it is when people tell me I'm about their life, I don't want to go to Florida. I don't want to go to Louisiana. I don't want to go to no state where I feel like it's probable that my life can be taken away from me for some random people. In my mind, I say, was these dudes smoking crack cocaine or something? Because, like, what make it like, come on, let's get into the depth of that. They were so insecure themselves, man, that they had to attack that woman. That's the story. We're like, yo, they had to attack that woman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, you never know what the situations are.
Did they catch those dudes, or?
They still at Lord's.
Oh, shit.
They still at Lord's.
Well, at least they left their teeth marks, shit like that.
Right.
You know, New York, you know what I'm saying? When you watch, because I watch World News, New York be having a lot of weird ass shit go on. Like, they had subway killings. They had a dude that was going around randomly beating up women. Like, this was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So it's like, damn, man, ain't no real men in New York. Like, this is what I'm about to question. Like, they want to get mad and they want to say you shouldn't say certain things, but it's no real men no more. That's not gonna stand around and watch for something to happen. It's something. Let me tell you something about some women. If them dudes would have been around the right women, they would have jumped them dudes. Yeah. They would have jumped them dudes. And I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Look, and like, cause I chose the side that I chose, and I don't wish certain things, but them dudes that did that to that woman, they deserve any punishment that they get. And the punishment that I be talking about, it don't have nothing to do with the police. You feel me? It's like sometimes the police ain't gonna render the justice that need to be deserved to the person. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people be like, jail ain't all that for some people. Some people, and like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not being, that's just my opinion and how I feel. Mm-hmm. Some people shouldn't even make it to the jail for the things they do. Right. You're right. This morning, like, just like I say, to be informed about something and to be aware about something. Mm-hmm. Like, this morning I wake up, you know, and you see this couple, they in jail for their abuse. They did find that guy. Or did they?
I don't know. This story is about the man. He shot his baby mom. She told him to get a job. She wanted him to get a job. They had an argument over him finding a job. And he shot her dead. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because he lazy.
Right. But I'm looking for the other story. They don't have it pulled up unless they haven't just put it out yet.
They did have it pulled up. They've been talking about it for a whole week. They didn't have the whole protest about it.
Okay. Well, let me see.
That's sad. But the dude was trying to potty train the child, and he said the court records stated that he will pop him. He'll pop him each time he didn't want to use the potty. And the last time he said he struck the child, the child hit his head on the toilet and he died. One, I'm tired of hearing about these women, boyfriends, or discipline other men, kids. But then I wonder sometimes, then you can't just be so judgmental because I'm like, you know what I'm saying, Carlos, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm going through a situation where my ex-wife allowed for her boyfriend to hit my son, and now they got an open case going on where he's going to court for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my baby mama's gonna be mad, but my baby mama is constantly dealing with this guy though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when, like, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't gonna lie to you, grandmother is on it, but grandmother's not on her daughter.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because in my mind, if somebody crossed the loyalty with your child, how can you be in love with somebody that don't love something that came from you?
Right.
So I sit here and I thought about it, like, you know what I'm saying, because you can ask my wife. When the detective called me, I told the detective I was gonna kill him. So I say, so if y'all, this is y'all option.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want us to believe, and people think I be pump faking, and she be watching me do so. She's like, oh my God, he just said that. I say, it's either y'all want us to believe in y'all and believe in y'all system, or y'all gonna believe in us and our system. Anywhere it go, y'all gonna get a conviction because y'all gonna send me to jail for killing him. He don't deserve, like, and that's one of the people, and I'm not gonna say his name because he have an active case going on. I don't want to intimidate nothing, but he is one of the people that don't deserve to live, because he is a person, like, for so many years I watched what my baby mama allowed. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into it, or if my son acting up, and I'm a good father, bro. I'm not one of them fathers that disappear and don't only come around. No, I'm a good father. I raise my kids. I teach them morals. I teach them everything. So it's no need for you. So if she have a problem with my kids, she can call me because I'm gonna address it. Mm-hmm. But he felt like because he's there, he have daddy issues because he ain't grow up with a dad. He ain't grow up with a father. So he feel like he can try to teach my kids what a man about, and you don't know what a man is about. So I'm gonna whoop you. First of all, whoopings are overrated. Your child is not a slave, and you should not have to whoop them to make them understand. Mm-hmm. You have to talk to them, and then I feel like it's more of a mental thing than a physical. So, like, that's why in the old generations, they did not have that to be taught, because they were taught, like, you beat a kid like an animal, and then the motherfucking kid gonna learn. Mm-hmm. You cannot put your hands on your child and expect for your child to respect you. Mm-hmm. So, whoopings are totally, it's sad to say, whoopings are abolished in my house, because now it's the mental warfare. It's the mental warfare and the thinking ability, making their thinking ability way more strong. I do not want my kids to fear me. Yeah. So I tell them all the time, bro, if you ain't whooping, go ahead.
You want them to understand. You don't want
I don't want them to understand because let me tell you something. Still to this day, my grandfather, oh man, that man is if you can get a trophy for whooping master, oh, he was a whooping master. So it's like, but then at the same time too, he taught me, but then at the same time too, he created, so like when I went through my little younger things, he created a monster, because like, bro, I'm not listening to you, bro. You think, if that's the way you think that you're going to teach me is by hitting me? Nah, I'm about to become something that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people become weak. Some people become weak, some people become monsters. In my case, people call me a bully because they didn't understand it. I felt like I was getting bullied at home. When I used to catch a whooping on, if you was frustrated, you think you could put your hands on me. Mm-hmm. So being as a child and going through that shit, I realized I'm not gonna whoop my children. So when I expressed that to him, saying is, one, you gotta have, like, in order for a child to listen to you, one, you gotta have respect for yourself, and two, you gotta have respect for them. If you don't have no respect for yourself, or you don't have no respect for them, how the fuck you expect for a child to listen? If you don't even, the things that you displaying as a man, in front of them, you argue with their mama, calling their mama out their name, mm-hmm. and they don't even know you because you the new guy, how can you expect for these kids to respect you? So in my mind, how can you even render discipline if you don't respect yourself, if you don't respect the mother, and you call yourself, and now you simply, that's why I used to kick, and I don't care what I'm saying, that's why I used to kick her boyfriend ass every chance I had. And he don't got nothing for a man. And usually the guys that do stuff to kids or women, when you put them in the gladiator ring, they're going to fall. So, with that being said, I'm personally going through that. And people like, in my line, they talk about if you depend on the police. Nah, because if I kill them, I'm going to jail for murder. So in my case right now, I got to depend on the motherfucking system, like right now, because I ain't about to go to jail for no murder. But then what about, like, to me, and it's fucked up what I'm about to say, I told the district attorney, I said, what about my baby mama?
Yeah.
She just as guilty as him. He shouldn't be the only one scrutinized. How can you have a protection order? Because I told her I was going to do this, because she stopped me from seeing my son. How can you have a protection order? Your son can't be so many feet away from him, but you around him at his house with him. These mothers is giving these people, to me, it's not even being rude. This is my opinion. It's not even being rude. My job, because I got stepdaughters, my job is, do I raise them? Yes. But do I abuse them? No. I will never put my hands, because in my eyes, like I told her that too though one time. I said, bro, you think I'm about to be, I can't whoop them. In their eyes, I'm this they mama boyfriend, I ain't they daddy. Mm-hmm. So why would I even try to, like, to me, that's violation. Like, don't do that. Mm-hmm. Don't, how much they be wanting me to sock about their head, I don't do it because I don't want them to feel violated, because I don't want them to feel violated or misused. So, like, at the end of the day, it's like, people, if these are not your, even your child, because I'm with my kids, but even with my child, with my sons, yeah, I used to rough them around. Boys, it's different. Sometimes you gotta but it's too, like, I'm not gonna go too far with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it's not your biological child, don't touch other people's kids. Don't touch it. And then I'm looking at these fathers because, like, every time they had what's that August when they had that couple that we used to see on the bus, babe? Malia Bass.
Oh yeah.
Malia Bass, the Malia Bass situation. Stepdad did something to the baby, not stepdad, because they ain't married. They just using the hood term as being married. The boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, whooped the child, do something to the child, put the baby in a storage drain. Mm-hmm. Do you have Malia? Mother go, I don't understand. I would never understand that situation. I would never understand that situation. And I don't understand why the mother is not in jail. No.
Oh, wow.
So this is why I'm
just as much as he's guilty, she's
exactly, because why would you look first thing, and I ain't gonna talk about nobody daddy, but I'm gonna say it because the facts is facts. It's no way in hell that my baby mama right now tell me that she's going out of town. That's even with my 13 and 15-year-old son, that she's going out of town right now and she's leaving my kids in a house with her dude. Mm-hmm. Guess what I'm going to say as a father? Yeah. Bring my kids to my house until you get back. Mm-hmm. That's just the most simplest thing. So then in each of these situations, when it came out to the father, it was a big question mark every time. So, like, that's what father involvement is very pertinent. And what we need to do is never a lot of, and you got a lot of guys on the internet, because my partner, shout out to my partner, Jamaica Richardson, he always say, you have guys that take pictures and say they'll do anything for their niggas, but how many gonna do anything for their kids, or why they ain't taking pictures with their kids, or why they not doing anything with their kids? Oh, now you want to hide your kids from the world but show your partners? That's some homosexual shit if you ask me. Mm-hmm. But so that's some bullshit. So there's a lot of dudes that want to cry wolf when something happened with their child, but they was never fathers in the jump street. You know what I'm saying? And so it's time for us as black men, if you're an uncle or if you're a brother, it's time. If you know the father's not there, we need to provide protections for our kids and our women at all times. Because right now, we don't know who the next dude is, and we don't know what the next dude is capable of. And see, there's a lot of problems. I'm going to talk about, Carlos, you ever heard of Real Tunes?
No. I might have.
Real Tunes is one of the most hated bloggers.
Okay.
He called himself the most hated blogger.
Okay.
So he used to be a teacher. So he got into it with a rapper named Beto. Beto, I can hit both mortgages, because I'm going to talk about Dallas Global also. well, Real Tunes was the teacher. So him and his rapper named Beto from Dallas, they get into it.
Mm.
So next thing you know, Beto, not a school teacher, not nothing, Beto come up and made accusations against Real Tunes and saying that he was flirting with his students
Oh, shit.
and try to establish a relationship with his students. So he said, yeah, you got fired. I ain't messing with no perv. But then I got online and saying, hey, look, stop. If y'all making accusations like this and this seems to be true, why is people listening to people?
Right.
I have a 6-month-old, I have a 12-year-old, and I have an 11-year-old. I don't know what's on a guy's mind. He probably, some dudes probably think my daughter's them attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And he want to do inappropriate shit. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all knowing that he is doing things like this is not a joke matter. Where is the proof that he's doing this? Oh yeah, they just
keep a secret. That's
yes.
not something you keep hidden.
Yeah, so
Something they've been hiding.
yeah, exactly. But this ain't the first time. But see, this blogger, I ain't gonna lie to you, it got to the point where the blogger called my phone because I was cussing him out too much on IG, and he wanted to know why I was cussing him out. But they don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he called me seriously and like, why are you bashing my brand? Cause I said the shit that you saying. But then all the way back then, this is October. We in 2021 now.
Mm-hmm.
So why in 2021 now we finding out that he supposed to be a alleged or try to be a pedophile?
Right.
That ain't the type of stuff that you keep away from the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I explain to people and let people know the knowledge of things like that. If that was reported to the school, because that's not called snitching.
Mm-hmm.
If that was reported to the school, his certification would be taken away. He would have been blasted on every news site. They say he was in they say he was in Dallas. Yeah, he's in Dallas, so that means they would have blasted his ass in Dallas too, because we want to protect our children. But if you don't have no type of proof about that, you cannot put false accusations like that about people out there, and you shouldn't. But we live in a generation where people feel like they can say what they want to say about people and thinking there's no consequences about that. But let me let you know about the business term of everything. That's called slandering, defamation of character.
Mm-hmm.
When you say certain things like that, because now, what about if I had $1 million deal for him, and then when I hear that, a false accusation stop him from getting a deal. So if you don't have any type of proof or anything like that,
right,
you shouldn't do that.
Because this is what you're alleging.
This is what you're alleging. Go ahead, baby.
Supposedly did whatever was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
That
is always got to see. That's why I love my city. I love my city because we have our own little spats online, but we don't try to cut deep like that because we know what can lead after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like everybody want to act like they want to be this trigger man. Everybody they feel like they want to be this trigger man, and they not. You ain't gonna be that much of a trigger man when they catch your ass. Or when one of these people, family members, catch your ass at a convenience store, you thinking it's cool, and they gonna let your brains on the motherfucker. Like, this is what go on.
Something for me is like, even if it, like, let's say it is true.
Yeah.
You held on to it as like information you can use against it.
No.
Like, you should have been told.
Right.
Especially whenever the information was more pertinent or the evidence was more alive, but you waited until y'all got into it.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just not just as bad, but if that's true, then you're pretty much complicit into it all.
So basically, the term that you're using right there is when you withheld information, it's called you want to be a whistleblower.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So you decide that you want to be a whistleblower when it benefits you. That's why whistleblowers is not respected, because they held information to benefit them.
Mm-hmm.
That is not for the best of the situation. Because if it was best for the situation, you would tell up front. You wouldn't even. As soon as you get knowledge of the situation, you're gonna talk like you're gonna go ahead and get out the way. So when it come down to molesting kids or anything, taking advantage of kids, abusing kids, or anything like that, that is not a matter to be played with at all. And so you know what I'm saying. So you got Real Tunes. He putting out content saying that he didn't do. He gonna have a paperwork part. He gonna talk about this and talk about that. But on some real shit. I'm going to say it again because it's going on my YouTube. I want to talk to the little girl's parents and see if they had knowledge of this dude texting their phone and flirting with them.
Right.
And then, see, that's what I said. We don't talk about you, and this go for Beto too.
Yeah.
This go for Beto too. Because if you was a middle school student, why, and you over the age of 23 or 25, why is a 15-year-old or 16-year-old texting your phone talking about some shit? And it's your duty of being like, fuck all this street shit. Is you is really considering statutory rape or a probable chance of a situation to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you just like you kind of trying to, like, everybody want to parade Beto, you a scumbag too, because you probably sleeping with kids too, and they try to use this as your scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See, this is why Carlos. This is why they don't like me. This is why they don't like me, Carlos. It's because they know that I'm gonna say what I want to say, and it's gonna be right. It's not gonna be wrong, because if it's a personal opinion, I'm going to keep it to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna share it. But you just as guilty as Real Tunes, bro. Because soon as somebody start calling, let somebody text my phone and say, start talking about somebody took advantage of you, where your parents at?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because they deserve to know. It's certain kids that's being targeted at schools, bro. And some of these people getting the balls to kidnap these kids, and these kids are never being saw. It's so many kids right now is being molested and taken advantage of, and that's something that will never be played with. See, that's where I say that's when we live in a sucker generation. Because you got people that knowing that these people is making accusations about this guy, and he feel like he don't have to prove nothing. No, you don't have to prove that your certification. You have to prove what Beto said was a lie.
Exactly.
Because what you don't understand is, man, the murder rate was 406 before 12 o'clock New Year's Day. Now we at 31, and we have 21 days. So it's more murders than the days of the month. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And see, and I'm being real about that. Let's exile out the innocent people. But people who take advantage of kids, people who do wrong stuff, you should be a part of that rate. You should be a part of that number. You shouldn't be here. If you ask me, that's my personal opinion. So when it comes out of Real Tunes, and if you really were flirting with little girls, you need to be muted. Mm-hmm. That means you shouldn't have no interview. You shouldn't have nothing. Then like you sometimes, like, let me tell you something, man. Sitting back and watching YouTube for the about to be past 2 years now, man, I done saw so much bullshit. That's why people talking about YouTube is tripping. YouTube have to start regulating the stuff that's being said, because
before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, before it get out of hand. Cause like, bro, I remember back in the day, you could shelf, me and my wife, our favorite pastime, we like fight videos. We like making people. We like if y'all see the reactions of me and my wife when we be watching these fight videos. We first of all, we say the shit dumb off real. Yeah. Cause how we be saying how the fight starts. Mm-hmm. Some fights, bro, but sometimes we be seeing some fights where the other person didn't have no choice but to. Mm-hmm. But majority of the fights that they put online, both sides had choices. Yeah. And some people, and she always laugh. I say one side gonna get their ass kicked, and one side gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? And usually, man, how many times we pick the fights? And I be like, yo, that person gonna win.
Yeah, you be right.
That person, cause like it. Yeah. So like, man, look, and they ain't gonna laugh. Man, you know how many fights I just saw where Hispanics beat the dog shit out of somebody, like, and these people is minding their business. And but I love the people that and I tell my wife all the time, watch the people that go, bro, those are the first people that gonna take the L, man. The people that's talking. So you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching the interviews. Poison. The media can be manipulated into any way. Anyway, we're gonna talk about that in a few seconds too. Because he just think that he just trade him. Look. We can talk about it now. Go ahead, get out the way. Deshaun Watson, it was good while you was here, but you did not win us a Super Bowl. You're good
They traded DeAndre Hopkins for
exactly. They should have traded him before they traded DeAndre Hopkins.
Facts. But I would rather keep both of them.
But look. But you
got rid of Bill O'Brien sooner.
And you know what I'm about to say? That we need to find him and we need to whoop his ass. That's what we need to do. That's what Houston Texans fans need to do. We don't need to blame Deshaun Watson. He's just a quarterback. We need to go get the guy that single-handedly destroyed that team.
And the guy that signed him the GM as well. Like it was already bad enough he was the head coach. But then we're like, all right, we're gonna also make him the GM.
He's still a GM?
No. Just like when he was though.
Bro.
Yeah.
How you gonna fire him just to push him up into the office?
No, he was both.
He was the coach and the GM.
Yeah. So like no one could tell him no. He was making the choices for the team then. Bill O'Brien?
Brother.
Yeah.
All that I'm gonna tell you is this, man. That's cool. But every time it's a problem, you're gonna have to leave and try to make people change something. They're like, bro, it's sad to say this. Deshaun Watson, you just a quarterback, bro. If they hit your knee wrong, your career will be over. And then what we'll do? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, bro. But if you think we're gonna beg your ass to stay, goodbye.
Farewell, man.
We need to find a stud that's gonna get underneath that ball and bring us a championship.
But who do you trade and get that same value back? Because we cannot trade another guy for a bag.
So guess what? You have no choice but to stay. Because you can request whatever.
Fact.
You can create, this is what people not understanding.
Shit, I'll request a trade.
Yeah, bro, straight up.
Officially requesting a trade.
But see, that's what's crazy. A lot of people's under uproar. If he really want to lead the Texans, he gonna have to give up a lot. He gonna have to give up a lot to leave. So this is what I'm gonna tell you, brother. You should just wait till you're a free agent. What happened?
Sam father killed after taking his daughter to fight other juveniles, and why would you do that? Why would you do that?
See, that's one of the irresponsible parents that we were talking about this morning with the kids. See, he got what he deserved. I'm sorry to the family. Like certain things that I was taught, and I would never.
He entered the fight, and another dog grabbed a pistol and shot him.
Oh,
so how you didn't only bring your daughter to fight, you was trying to insert yourself.
Did they send the other parents to jail for shooting at me? Because that was some coward shit. If everybody outside fighting, why would you go grab a gun? They should take him to jail too. Because that wasn't right.
Yeah, they don't say.
No, let me see what they say the grand jury say. Let me see what the grand jury say. The grand jury, will be presented. Oh yeah, the grand jury gonna convict him. They gonna convict him because they gonna say, okay, did he have a gun or? But look, this is what I'm gonna tell people.
Things like that, though.
Father killed after now his daughter gotta live with that for the rest of her life.
Right.
That she got her daddy killed because he was so loyal and loved her so much that he felt like he had to protect her and cause himself to die. See, that's why I said no way.
You drove.
No way. No way.
Your daughter there like
no way.
Makes sense.
I remember one time, bro. I stayed in this West Chase district, Carlos, and I'm calling myself trying to be a good parent and be like, okay, you gonna find your independence. You can walk to the basketball court. This is my 13-year-old son, so he walked to the basketball court. And he come back to the house, and he said, "Daddy, this dude confronted me and told me not to come back around here. If I come back around here, he's gonna shoot me."
Oh shit.
Bro, hopped in the car and we went to go. I got back into my old days. We went to go hunt him down. So we found him because my son in the back. He said, "Look, Dad," but my son not knowing was really on my mind though. So when I hop out the car, like, yeah, she considered to carry, so she can carry. Like, so we carrying. So I hop out the car. She thought I'm about to hop out with. That's a hell nah. I hop because I'm so used to fighting. A gun is like second nature to me. Like I'm not gonna just grab a gun. Like we gonna whoop you. I'm about to beat your ass. If somebody pull out a gun, you start shooting in when you see a gun. If we don't see no gun, if I get my ass beat, I got my ass beat. That's what it is. Cause I got out this car knowing there's a probable chance I can get my ass whooped. So like the little dude scared as hell. He said, but I'm like, I say, bro, yeah, you a gang member? Oh yeah, but I said, yeah, I'm a gang member too though. And I look at him dead and swear, you ain't no fucking gang member because if you was, and it was the other way around. Soon as if you would have hopped out the car on me, I would have hopped out on you. So you even was like that. So don't pick and choose who you deal with.
Right.
Treat everybody with the same judgment, bro. Everybody. But at the same time too, I love my son so much that I was willing to die at that moment in time just to protect my son. That's the wrong way. I started to teach my son, you know, like if you know that he don't know you, and you got a chance to walk away, be grateful that you walked away. If you have to defend your life, I didn't taught you enough. Because I believe he would have, the dude was the same size with him, he was 18.
Yeah.
But my son 13 and big as hell, so I feel like I taught my son too. Don't think just because a person older than you, like you're going to lose the fight. Probably chance you can kick that older person's ass. Because every older person don't know how to fight. So like don't ever be afraid to do something. So in my mind, whatever happened between them two little girls to make that man get in this car, he died for the loyalty of his daughter, and his daughter is gonna have to be like, what's the word? She gonna have to live with that for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
So I know.
Maybe never be at peace because, you know, hey,
Say man.
because you're trying to prove a point.
Say man. Say man.
That was irrelevant to prove.
Say man. People need to learn how to mind their fucking business. Excuse me for my language. They need to learn how to mind their business and mind the business that pay. Everything, you don't have to look hard. Let me tell you something. You know, man, look, I'm going to tell you this. And people can get mad about what I'm going to say. When you hang with dumb people, dumb shit is tolerated. But when you start hanging around with educated people and people that want things for themselves, that dumb shit is really not tolerated. Because let me tell you something, shout out to my uncle and his whole family. Because like, man, when I'm telling you, bro, when they gave me a whole crash course on why not to be a dummy, they showed me that. They taught me. They said, before you open your mouth and you talk, you better make sure that you know what the hell you're talking about. Because if you don't, you have people in this world will make you look like a goddamn fool. My uncle, see, bro, when I tell people all the time, oh yeah, my uncle a college graduate, he a scientist, he do this, they'll take him from being soft. That dude is a beast. Because one thing about it is, you ain't gonna like what he say if you doing something fucked. Because at first, I thought my uncle was a opinionated asshole. But then when I sit back and start noticing the things that he was really getting on me about, he had every right to do it. Because one, I'm his sister brother. Two, you a representative of me because I'm a man of the family. So
His sister's son.
Yeah, sister son. Yeah, you're right. So look, so you know, he used to always tell me, say, I remember one time when I first got into business, he said, map it out like a war plan and make sure that you hit every objective. And he said, understand you're gonna have casualties, but make sure them casualties be worthwhile. And whatever you lose. So I started really mapping things out like that. And I remember one time too, he said, it's either you're gonna be a criminal or and it's real shit. It's either you're gonna be a criminal or you're gonna come to this side. You can't be both, bro. You can't straddle the line. You can't straddle the fence. So for a long time, I decided, I said, shit, I'm going to be a criminal.
You try to come back down.
Exactly. So I said, you know shit, I said, fuck, I'm going to be a criminal. And then next thing you know, I realized being a criminal was taking me nowhere. I'm losing. See, that's the other thing, too, where people, they make the underworld, like that shit is so crazy how the media make the underworld seem like it's so enticing, but they don't show what really go on. Like I did a slideshow because I'm doing a documentary called The Dangerous Thoughts of a Convicted Felon, where I'm gonna talk about my first day in jail. I'm gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying, about what led me up to going to jail. I'm gonna talk about all of it. It's gonna be like put like in a slideshow situation. but I'm gonna be telling my own story. So I showed at the beginning and people not paying attention to this. At the beginning, I showed my mugshot. And at the end, I showed a hospital bed full of blood and like you could tell somebody got shot and they died at the hospital. These are the two choices that you got when you pick this life. You can't get around it. You got people got mad at my YouTube video. They got so upset with me. They talking about you just was a dumb criminal. Because you were so smart. If you were so smart hustlers don't go to jail. I never met a smart hustler in my life. I never met a smart hustler in my life. What was this new? It's a smart hustler, and you getting okay. You getting away, and you call yourself getting away with something. You can't continue to bump your head and expect for it to come out flawless. You can't not have on some ice white forces and expect to go into the mud and play in the mud and not have a single spot on it. That's a lie. The mud is the street. So if you call yourself playing in the street, you gonna fumble some way somehow to put yourself in a situation that you gotta get out of. Is either you gonna be a probation motherfucker or you gonna be a person that gonna do your time. That's what it's gonna be when you play this game that we call criminal activity. So don't ever portray to somebody online saying, "Oh, they dumb." Because look, I watched some $1 million guy. Man, I forgot this mobster because I get on my wife's nerves. I watch documentaries all day long, and I really want to know the infrastructure of our country. And our infrastructure of our country is really built on crime. So they had this dude from New Orleans. He was a mob figure, one of the last mob figures in New Orleans. They said this guy was in charge, like they saying it. They ordered the hits on John Kennedy and Robert Kennedy, his brother. And then when you look at we're gonna talk about that too. When you look at the styles and how they was murdered, those was hits. And those was mafia hits. These was not, because the government is not how the government is now. Back in the day, he was driving down in downtown Dallas in a drop top. He was driving in a convertible. So then when Lee Harvey Oswald was being taken out to jail, you have a person that's affiliated with the mafia come and gun him down. We want him to. We don't need him. And so this was the style murder. We don't need him to go to no other interrogation room because we know there's about to be every Fed in the world, Craig, that's about to interrogate this guy. So,
he was part of the military too, right?
They try to make it seem like he was, but they try to make it seem like he just a normal guy that just decided that I hate the president. But he was paid to do that. So then Robert Kennedy, like, oh, he was killed because of black people. Yeah, that's probably true, but he was killed because he was going after organized crime figures. And they did not want him to get in position. So what happened again, babe? This is not government shit. Like, this is like some real shit can like happen, like if you got enough money to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what people not knowing, the mafia have a stronghold, and at one point, they all died out because the laws disintegrated them. Yeah. They did whatever they had to take. Because from Johnny Brasco, I watched Johnny Brasco. Like, when you watch those stories, they did what they had to do to dismantle them. So what's going on? Oh, okay. If we kill him and kill him, shit, this investigation gonna go away because we can buy him and buy him. So when people saying that, and this man was $1 million dude. He didn't go to jail for the murders that he go to jail. He went to the feds for 6 months for punching a Fed in the face. And then he got caught bribing to get other like insurance policies and stuff. He got caught on bribing charges. But this dude was like a 75-year-old dude, businessman, and he was dumb. No, keep on playing in the mud. You gonna get like, you know what I'm saying. You gonna get caught. So like that's why I say, and that's what these people get mad at me and say, oh, how can you say that? Nah, if you're part of this life, you gonna go to jail, man. You gonna get a consequence. You gonna watch one of your people die.
Everyone's time comes.
Exactly. Yeah. So when you're a part of this life, that's why I want people to understand. When you're a part of this life, these are the consequences that come with it. So people need to just, like you dumb like bro, I should let you read them comments like that's how I say that's how I know you never been through nothing because you not even understanding what I'm saying.
Right.
And see, and that's one thing about it is I can't expect for a person, and I'm not talking down because like man, I got some people in my family like my family they went to college, they graduated, but these people is like yeah, they down to earth, they know what's up too. But you got some people that believe in this country way or believe it the way that their family taught them. That this is the way, this white bread ass shit, they believe that their life is one way, and it's not. This is what happens. So if you've never been in trouble, if you ain't never break the law, if you get scared when you see the police that you heard and click your seatbelt, that conversation ain't for you.
Okay.
So like this ain't for you. So if you ain't never did nothing, like so if you're not doing anything to illegal or break the constitutional laws, this not for you. I'm talking to the people that brag about breaking the laws and thinking that you're going to get away. You're not going to be flawless. And I don't give a damn about, I was in jail with Fortune 500 people. I was in jail with people that know how to use a typewriter. I'm talking about, look, I didn't wrote my book. Punctuation and everything on point. So there's so many educated people in the world. Nobody is subject from a mistake. Nobody is like not greater than the situation. Today marked the 2-year anniversary of the botched raid on Hardy Street. And 6 more laws was arrested on overtime fraud. I don't like Kim Hall. And I see why the police don't like Kim Hall. Because she go after the wrong shit.
Yes, she does.
She go after the wrong shit. Because you know what make me and you and I'm not no politician. Look, let me tell you something. If somebody come in with that static, I'm gonna feed you lead. That is it. I ain't gonna call, I'm gonna call the police to come get your body. But to the people that depend on this lady, she focused on the wrong shit. These people had the false intel, and you can't charge every law with what the other 2 laws had going on.
Right.
If these 2 laws got the 2 information, and it's just like you got the people like we about to like me, you, and Rose and Roger, we about to go build this house, but the whole time I'm on the foundation is quicksand. How can you hold Carlos, Rose, and Roger responsible for something that I knew and y'all didn't? So you got to be more in depth. Just like you had, like bro, you got to be more in depth. So like this is the part when you want to find somebody to blame. Kim Hall. If that man, he get to go to jail because he wasn't where he was at. One officer supposed to be a superior officer. The chief of police said, "Oh, but I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm hearing the chief officer is an asshole too. Like you know what I'm saying? He see people that get tear gassed, and he said it wasn't my precinct, it wasn't my people." So when it comes out of law enforcement or dealing with any type of government, you got to be careful of these things because the wrong people are in control because this is what happened on Hardy Street. They got the wrong information and these people, they busting these people's house and these people died fighting for their fucking rights against the fucking police and they was in the wrong place. So who is responsible? So don't try to don't try to arrest no man or no cop. I'm not defending no cop. But don't try to arrest no cop on overtime fraud. Who ordered for these people to die? Right. That's the people that need to be responsible. Not no cop that want to get a little bit of money. Because y'all not paying them enough. He can die in a goddamn traffic stop. Y'all not paying them enough. Y'all want to put him in jail. Like, no. Put the people in jail that's really beating on people and really doing fucked up ass shit. Kim Hogg. I'm crazy for calling Kim Hogg out right now. Like, you feel what I'm saying? but I'm just saying. I watched how she, and I'm not trying to play the race card. I watched how she pressed charges on a black politician for intimidation, saying he was going to kill somebody. This man looks at, I didn't say none of that. Like damn. But when you got somebody as your friend, and the district attorney so happened to be your friend. Everybody don't make the news. You remember I told you that the other day? You know how many people get some crimes done to them, but you never know who at the news channel. You don't know who, and they make this person feel more special than the next. Them people, whatever y'all took 2 years, You don't know who life y'all stopped from killing these people in this house.
Right.
They changed somebody's life when these 2 people died. These people got to wait. It's going to be more years after that because the city is not going to pay these people right now. They just filed a civil suit today. Come on, man. Some people will never find out what's right until they die. They will never find out what's right until they die. They'll be manipulated. And when it's too late, and they'll be manipulated. Okay. They'll be manipulated into a situation that we call life with greed, power, that 2 innocent people died. Like, rest their soul. And I hope their family is, and I hope that, you go ahead, baby.
When you want to kill babies and do stupid shit. Like, I just saw that guy in Virginia. He killed his girlfriend's 3-month-old. Like, who in the hell would stab a 3-month-old baby? Like, stab? What has to be going through people's mind when they do certain
The devil is real.
Like,
the devil is real. Like,
you stab this baby.
I do believe in evil things. I believe in evil spirits in the world.
Yeah.
I do too. Somebody can tell me how my mama is not just through sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody can tell me how the human was really built and who created us, that's all I will believe. That's when I will stop believing in saying there's a God.
Yeah.
When somebody can come tell me how we genetic shit sometimes we think, is we the aliens?
Right.
Like, you feel me? I'm being for real.
I ain't they even asked that on the
Like
paperwork.
Tim
Right?
Oliver, the FBI coming for us, man.
Hey, look. This just my thoughts, man. I don't have no look. You that quick disclosure. You know what I'm saying? Show's about to end. Look, these are just my opinions and how I feel. There's no facts in what I'm saying. I don't believe in conspiracy theories, but hey, y'all put this shit out here. So like, I would like, do we just? To me, if you put it out here, y'all should get the correct answers to it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just leave us in speculation. Like, why did y'all run in these people's house? Y'all know, and then after these people did, y'all know they was fake information.
But you knew the whole time that
It was fake information.
Mm-hmm.
So where is y'all steps on not
That's not normal shit.
no knock raids?
Mm-hmm.
When they don't have to knock on your door, they can just kick your door in. What's the protocol of it now? Because look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Any normal person hear a door crash down in their house and nobody's saying shit, it's gonna a shootout is gonna pursue.
Mm-hmm.
So if you walk in, if you busting in my house, I don't give a damn. You can knock on the door and then bust in. But before you knock when you knock on my door, you better scream, police.
Right.
Police. And then if I do come out the room with a motherfucker gun, y'all didn't give me a chance to put the motherfucker down before y'all shoot me.
Right.
Cause I'm not knowing what's going on. With that being said, it's fighting over the gun. Yeah, we both. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go. Look, that shit happen. They do that shit like bring me a G and have me in all white. Because look, I just can't risk it. Cause we in a city where we got way more murders in the days of the month, and the money ain't even through yet.
And it's crazy.
With that being said,
All of my grown days.
this show is way more serious this time. Look.
I've never seen so many deaths.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I can't get on here and talk about like entertainment shit when there's real stuff going on like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Morning Wild Card with me and Rose. Next week we're gonna come and talk about y'all local news and local topics. Hopefully it'll be something more happy we can talk about. But right now, this is what we got to talk about. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you.
Fuck the show Watson for real. Fuck that nigga. Like, what the fuck? He's just Sean.